them, especially post-board, if they only have 1 mana available, that's when you want to time the helixes. If you can. If this is when you can play the helix, you do it. Anytime you can helix and they don't have 2 mana available or more, you definitely go for it. Also, if he has a hasty threat, I can trade the Snappy with it. This will be a green sauce. I hope his hand is like triple revelry at the end of this game. I hope his hand is like all of the revelries. I wish I hit the snap. I hope I hit the Vendilion Clique so I can see that. Sure, man. Sure, man. I hope that's the case. I think I'm going to Loot House instead of Muddle for a Helix, because it's relatively, unless you're Helixing a threat, it's relatively the same amount of life preservation. It could be more if it's a Boros Charm. I hope his hand is like all of the Revelries. Hope it's like, you know, 4. Hope his hand is like 2 Revelry right here. Alright. He'll burn me here, but it's okay. Another one? Yep. But I still think we need to be drawing deeper into the deck. That's just my thought. I think you do need to use that Lighthouse because we need to draw to some action. Spell Snare. Thank you, deck. Alright, your move. I don't want to colonnade a burn player. I don't agree with that. Counter. This is where Mana Leak would not be so good, by the way. They're different cards. I'm not trying to compare one to the other necessarily. He's on 1 card, so I could justify... Unless you want to play around Boros, like the 3rd Boros Charm, I could justify a loot here. I'm actually just going to fetch for a duel. But that's where you could justify that play. Cements. Counterflux. Okay. Your move. Do you put him on double Boros Charm? I don't. Also, I don't think he'd be able to cast it. They usually don't run more than... They might sometimes run double. Actually, he is running 2 white sources, but I don't think if I'm not loot housing that I'm going to win this. So, if you've got it, you've got it. Now, we need to go for the Snap Helix in response to him going for burns, by the way. Or him fetching. I could do it there. Now, I might be sitting there, this has got to be an overextension. No, it's not. It's not. I need to... Oh, jeez. Never mind. We already used it. I thought we had another one. Then that's just a mistake, and we're in trouble. Well, maybe not. Maybe not. We're sitting on Counterflux Spell Snare. I think we'll be okay. But if I was going to make that play, it'd be in his end step. Sorry, guys. I thought I had another Helix. No. It's over. It's over. It's over. We're toast. We're toast. We're toast, everyone. Now we'll be fine. We might be toast, but we're toast. Actually, I think you hold that one. You might hold that one to loot, but I don't think I can loot house now because he's starting to load up, so to speak. I don't think I get to loot house again for the rest of this game. Until he fires off some of his hand. He's doing the old, I'm getting ready to just burn this guy out, so any more lighthousing at this point, we probably die. Oh, nice draw. We probably die a horrible death. Get in there, Snaps. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. So how many counterspells can I use at once? 1, 2, 3... Okay. Draw me a land, you're the goblin guide. Draw us a land. Snapcaster Mage coming up. Path! You know what I've seen some burn players do against blue-red? They side down some of their creature threats. Not usually Goblin Guide, though, but they certainly can scale poorly into the late game. What's up, Ogthugga? Our hand is gas. It's 4 counterspells, so I don't think we loot there. We also know our next card was a Snapcaster Mage. He's on 3 cards. He's trying to set up multiple burns. You brought in Path. Okay. My opponent brought in Path. Another blue source, please. Weird. His hand's probably 2 Revelries then. If he's sideboarding these in, you don't sideboard these in. Weird. What is going on? Riftbolt. What is going on? That's so weird. Yeah, the path is strange to me. Is this an overextend? It might be. This might be an overextend, but he's on 2. I want to get another clock on this table. No, this is an overextend. I think you just muddle this. Yeah. I think you just muddle that. I was tempted to snap. I was tempted to snap muddle, but I think that's an overextension. He's got 3 cards. But I hope his hand is full of paths and revelries. I hope he did the worst job sideboarding you've ever seen from a burn player. I know it's terrible, but that's my hope. That's the only way we're going to win this. I was expecting Core Firewalker. Oh, he was expecting Core Firewalker. I used to run one. I had one that you could tutor for, Mr. Mosef. I did at one point have a tutorable Core Firewalker. I did. I just decided to cut it because it was too matchup specific. We replaced that Core Firewalker with the Celestial Perch, which has been much better. If he paths all our Snapcasters, I'll burn him out then, Dirigible. You know what? No, I'm probably supposed to counterflux that. Or Cryptic Command there. This is rough. I can't justify looting one more time that turn. Okay, next burn spell, I need to consider a Snap Muddle or Snap Snare. I prefer it to be a Snap Snare. I prefer it to be Snap Snare because that leaves more mana available for these spells. I can't just, like, snap something, like, random. Okay, we actually are going to loot. I can't actually just, like, do a random Snapcast loot. We'll bin a path. This is maybe where he chucks some burn spells in my face, by the way. Alright, what do you got? Skullcrack? Okay. Oops. Actually, is that where I consider the Snap Snare? Actually, I think I go Snap Snare and make it seem like I have another counterspell. I think this is where you do the Snap Snare. Either way, it's 3 mana to answer this, and like I said, I probably shouldn't have gone for a Lighthouse. If that's what gets us killed, it's my bad. If that's what gets us killed, it's my bad. He's had several turns to turn up a couple more burn spells, so we'll make it seem like we have another counter, but I don't. We're 1 mana short of also having the Flux behind this. So if we die, it was my bad, guys. We got Skull crack me? Okay. Yep. Yeah, it was my bad. We could have waited one more turn. Let's see what I was even going to loot into. We could have had this. Yep, it was a Helix. Yep, I threw it away. It's okay, though. At least we know it's not the deck, because that sequence of cards would win the match. Real says, I think loot was greedy. Yeah, it was. No. It's okay. At least it's not the deck. It's okay if it's me, because I'm exhausted. I actually didn't sleep. But we could have maybe won that one. Kedler says, my bad. Oh, no, Kedler. I was thinking about looting even before you said it, friend. I was thinking about doing a loot there even before you said it. It's cool, friend. It's very cool. Don't even worry about it. Honda says, path your snap. The land would be tapped. Honda Speeder. Don't worry about it. It's fine. At least we know it's me and not the deck, so... Or me being tired. It could be a combination. It could just be me. Would I make that same decision if I wasn't tired? I have to think about it. I think not. I think even earlier in that match I said, yeah, we probably can never loot again in this matchup. I think I even said it that way. I think I even said, yeah, we probably can't loot again in this matchup, right? And I did. And we died to exactly 3 spells, even though I had an out. I did. We had spells that trade. It wasn't even like we drew the wrong side of the deck. Yes, I was starting to draw nothing but paths. And yes, that made me worried and made me feel like I needed to do a Desolate Lighthouse activation. But you know what? I don't think I did. I think I also could have spent the Cryptic command earlier. And if I had... Like that one turn where he had everything tapped out and he just did like an end-step burn spell or something. I think that I could have Cryptic there, and that would have drawn us to the Helix one turn sooner. I would have attempted a Helix, he would like double Skullcrack, and then we try to fight over both Skullcracks, and then maybe we start to win. We go back to 7 life. And then we have Snapcaster Helix, and then we start to get that inevitability. And that's probably how that game could have gone. But that's okay. So, in paper, the deck probably wins there. Me, being a tired pilot, didn't do it correctly. But yeah, even when you're this heavy on Helix, it doesn't matter. Like, you can still lose that matchup easy. Would the deck have lost that? No, I think if it was a different pilot, someone who's not tired, or has been playing this deck longer, I think they still win that. Hopeth? Yeah, this is Hopeth. But, no. Is that a legitimate excuse? Yes. Do not play Magic tired. Do not do what I'm doing right now. Because... But no, I'm just letting you guys know the deck is sweet. Play it. It's a lot of fun. Right now I'm not playing the Boom Bust because... For the 90th time, it doesn't actually work on Magic Online like it does in paper. But I'm thinking about running it in paper because the Geddon was sweet. We played a game earlier where I just blew up all of our lands. Mine included, but I was sandbagging a couple lands in my hand at that point. So, if you have any doubts about the deck, don't. If you have doubts about me, sure. When I'm tired, I play awful Magic. I play probably the worst Magic I ever play when I'm tired. So if you have doubts about me, that's fine. If you're doubting this deck, though, seriously don't. Because you're missing out. This might be really awesome. And I have incorporated some of the things that other pro Magic players are doing in Blue at Red today in the deck. The things that I've incorporated that other pro Magic players are doing is this. This package right here. Outside of the Jace, that's my own touch. But the Nahiri Emrakul, it's pretty sweet. The Engineered Explosives I also cut. So, and I shaved one Anger the Gods. Because I thought it was maybe too specific, but there's so many matchups it's good in. Overmaster says I want a tournament on Zero Sleep. Yeah, but I'm not you. I have a terrible headache. I have an awful headache right now. Actually, stream. Not to throw more excuses into me punting that burn matchup, but I have an awful headache, and it hasn't gone away, so we might can the stream after this league. I'm sorry, I just feel awful. I feel really bad. I'll probably eat something and get some much-needed rest, but I appreciate you guys tuning in. But seriously, pick up the deck, it's a blast. Just don't be tired when you do, because it's the kind of deck that deserves attention to detail. Seriously, it's the kind of deck that deserves... Alright, so Scape Shift, I have... the main deck Shadow of in my hand. I also